I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight cause I am falling. I'm so deep down.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Here on my channel I usually create cooking, cleaning, and lifestyle videos. Today's video is going to be a fun one. It's a planty video. I've done one of these before and I just love my houseplants so much. I love plants in general, so I wanted to show you guys how I care for them, an unboxing of some new plants that I got in the mail, and then just some normal care tips and whatnot. So I wanted to share that with you guys today. Today's video is also in collaboration with my friend Tamara here on YouTube. She's also doing a planty video as well. So you guys are gonna get lots of planty content today, and I hope that you enjoy and you will stick around and subscribe to my channel if any of that sounds wonderful to you.
Hey everyone, my name is Tamara. I'm a stay-at-home mom to 3 boys. I mainly do cleaning videos, but I love it when I can sit down and talk about something I enjoy and share that with others. I really hope to see you over on my channel after you are done with Bethany's video. And thank you, Bethany, so much for doing this collab with me. I appreciate it.
So first off, I wanted to start out and just talk about some of the items that I think are pretty essential when having a large amount of houseplants. I have about 30 houseplants, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite a bit to care for. So I just have your normal Miracle-Gro well-draining potting soil, and then I have orchid mix, and I mix those two together to create a good mixture for my plants. I also add mosquito bits in there because if you have quite a few houseplants, you probably know that you might deal with a fungus gnat or two, so those just help to keep the fungus gnats down and or get rid of them altogether, so it kills the larvae of the fungus gnats that may come in potting soils. So in this juicy juice bottle that I had cleaned out, that is the mixture that I'm going to water my plants with. It is this indoor Miracle-Gro plant food, and then it is also some mosquito bit tea that I made. You can put mosquito bits in a gallon of water and it makes like a tea, and then I mixed that in there as well. And I'm going to water all my plants with that, and then I use this Garden Safe house plant insect killer. That's what I use if I notice mealybugs, spider mites, anything like that. And then in that glass spray bottle is a homemade mixture of alcohol, water, and dish soap that I clean my plants with. I also think these thermometers are very helpful. They tell you what your humidity level is and the temperature for your plants. And then these sticky traps are very helpful to catch live fungus gnats or aphids if you have any. And then when you're new to houseplants, I found this water meter very helpful. It just let me know like if my plants were underwatered or overwatered. Now I don't use it because I know what my plants need, but whenever I get a new plant that I'm just not sure of the care needs, I use that. And then I also have that watering can spray bottle back there. I do use that for quick waters, but when I'm doing an actual deep water, I use the mixture that I use. And then here I'm just showing you what my potting soil looks like mixed up with the mosquito bits and then both potting soils. So now we are going to unbox the plants that I had got in the mail. I ordered these plants from The Rooted Beauty. I believe she is out of Illinois. So I have ordered from her twice and I've been decently happy with the plants. A lot of people package differently, but these were packaged okay. I would like a little bit more like packaging for the leaves so they don't get bent, but overall the plants did come healthy and totally were recuperable. All of them are still alive now and they're doing well. But the first one I unboxed was the Philodendron Prince of Orange, and then I got a Scindapsus exotica. This one was the one that I was the most unhappy with. It had a few iffy leaves that I did have to end up cutting off, but here in Michigan it was only like 40 degrees when these shipped, so it was not the warmest out. Even though I ordered a heat pack, it still doesn't keep them at the temperature that they need to be. So again, all the plants are still living. Whenever you ship plants, there's always a chance that there's going to be a leaf or two that is just not okay, but overall the plants were good and I would definitely purchase from her again. And then this third plant that I got was the Scindapsus pictus. And this one arrived beautifully. It was only the Exotica that had a few issues, but all plants have issues. They're plants. None of them are ever perfect. So overall, I was definitely happy with the purchase and happy with the plants that I got, all for a very reasonable price. So I think each one of these were less than $10, which is very hard to find even in person. So I'm just giving you a close-up of each of the leaves on these plants just so you can see that they actually did come in decent condition, except for just a few leaves on that Exotica. But this Prince of Orange is actually coming, and when it came, it had like a new baby leaf coming out there, and that has since opened, and it's just a very happy plant overall. I did repot these by now. And so, as most of you know who already watch my channel, you know that half of this bookshelf is my kids for their toys, the other half is mine for my plants. They can't reach the plants here, so that's what we do. So this is my plant shelf, and then now I'm going to talk about the plants on here and then what ones need to be watered at the current time. Okay, so this plant here is my golden pathos. That one just hangs from the macrame there, and she's pretty happy. At one point she did have spider mites. However, I used the Garden Safe pest killer that I showed you guys in the previous clip. I put her in the shower, washed her off, sprayed her down with my alcohol and water dish soap mixture, and then I let it dry, and then I sprayed that with the insect killer, and she's been fine ever since, happy, putting out new leaves, all of that. So, you know, it works for me, and I hope that if you guys have a similar problem, it will work for you as well. But that's Goldie, that's her name, she's happy there. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of water, and that's where I'm gonna start, and then we will go on to the rest of the got my handy dandy chair. It's much easier to reach a plant, and you can actually reach it, and you're not too short. Okay. Just gonna hop up here, find an open spot in the plant, maybe even move some leaves around. And I'm just gonna water it directly in the center. I eyeball how much water I give it, just because I pretty much know how much water she wants. So you can see the water bottle's filled about up to here. I watered her to here, so she'll be happy there. Mind you, some of these plants on the shelf have already been watered because they were freshly repotted, so I'm not going to water them twice because of course you don't want to overwater. Okay, moving you guys a little bit closer, I do want to talk about my grow lights here. These are grow lights. I got them, it's a 1-pack of 3 off of Amazon. I think they were like $40, maybe $30. I think I got them for $30 on sale, but normally they're $40, so pretty reasonable for decent grow lights. And they have a timer, so when you turn them on, you can set them for 3, 9, or 12 hours, and they will just turn on for that duration, turn off, but they turn on every time at the same day for whatever you had your timer set to. So now I'm just gonna get to watering. This one here that I'm gonna start watering is my Tradescantia Nanook. A lot of people call it a wandering dude. So I prefer to bottom water 90% of my plants. That definitely ensures that you don't overwater, because then the plants can suck up exactly how much water they need instead of just dumping water into there. I know I dumped water into the golden pathos, but I'm just so familiar with what she wants, and being that she's in a macrame, it's hard to bottom water her. So most of them on here I do bottom water, so I'm just gonna bottom water her, and then I'll show you guys in a minute like how far it's went down. I filled it up to the top, and then I will show you in a minute once I water all of them exactly how far it goes down. And I'm gonna do the same thing here with my Philodendron Micans. This one is a pretty new plant to me. I got her a couple weeks ago, but she's thriving and doing very, very well. And this was a wish list plant for me. I wanted this plant for so long, and then I finally found it from somebody on a local plant page. Actually, when I found her, another lady that brought me this plant here, which is my Scindapsus tribuli moonlight, she wanted a Micans too, so that a lady that I'm friends with traveled over an hour to go get me and her Micans. So she got that for me. And then this one over here is my neon pathos. This one could use some water as well. This one I do not bottom water. Most of my pathos I know what they want and how much they want, so I just kind of dump some in there and we go about our day. And then this one here is my Scindapsus Silvery Ann. I am going to give her a little bit of water as well. Usually you can tell when Scindapsus want water because their leaves start to curl inward, so then you know to indicate that they want some water. This one here I'm going to take down and show you guys. This one is my Scindapsus pictus. So this one looks a little curly, but I just watered this one about 2 days ago. So I might put a little bit in the bottom of her dish just to see if she wants some more, but I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be okay. But I did repot her, so that might be why she's a little bit curly. But I'm gonna add just a little tiny bit of water to her dish and then just see if she soaks it up, and if she doesn't, that's okay. We will just let her be. This one here was watered a couple days ago as well, and this one is new. You're gonna see, you've seen this in the unboxing. This is my Philodendron Prince of Orange. It put out a new leaf right here. So it's got like orangish pinkish leaves, and then it's also got some green leaves as well. So it's just a very, very pretty plant. So I'm not gonna water that one, but I wanted to show it to you guys, and I'm not gonna water this one either because I already watered this one. This is my Enjoy Pathos. She's doing okay. Got a little leaf here that is turning yellow, but that's normal. They get rid of their leaves when they're making room for new growth. And I just moved her into the grow lights here just because a few of her leaves were yellowing, so I just wanted to make sure that she's getting the appropriate amount of light that she needs, but she's very, very pretty. I haven't found a name for her yet. Not all my plants are named, but she's very pretty. So I'm not gonna water her, but I did want to show her to you guys. I'm gonna show you this Scindapsus too. I'm not gonna water it because again, it was watered yesterday. But this is my Scindapsus exotica. You can see its leaves are much more silvery than the pictus. Like the silver is just bigger on it. Very pretty, and I will show you guys up close more when we're not watering. And then this one here is my Scindapsus tribuli moonlight. She's pretty, so pretty. Again, her leaves start to curl too. You can see a leaf is curling here. They start to curl when they need to be watered. So what I'm going to do is, this pot here is a decorative pot, and then her nursery pot is inside. So what I'm gonna do is take her nursery pot out, and then I'm going to water her from there. And let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can just push this back a little bit and set her on the shelf for the meantime, just to take it out and water her, since she does live way up there. I'd prefer not to try to do this up there. Okay, so success. And bottom watering your plants, I forget if I've already said this or not, but bottom watering your plants also can help with fungus gnats if you're dealing with that issue, because you're not watering them from the top. So fungus gnats lay their larvae in like the first few inches of soil. So if you don't top water your plants and you bottom water, the first like inch or so doesn't get drenched, and so their larva doesn't live. So that will help too if you are ever dealing with fungus gnats. I'm just gonna put her back up here. Haven't figured out a name for her either yet, but we will eventually. This is my Peperomia Frost. This one is very pretty and I love this plant. She's looking like she might want some water, so I'm probably gonna give her some water as well. I was bottom watering her, but for some reason it just doesn't seem like it's working out as well, so I'm gonna try to top water her because she's pretty dry. So I'm gonna give her some top water, but I'm also gonna give her some bottom water as well. Here, we're gonna put her little tray under her, just in case any of it goes through. I'm not leaking onto the carpet. Okay, and so now all the plants on the shelf are watered. So I'm just gonna kind of go over them. This one is my neon pathos. You can see we have a little ninja in there. That ninja lives in there. This is the Peperomia Frost, but it is a cutting that I am propagating. This is my Philodendron micans and my Tradescantia nanook. This is my Frost Peperomia. This one here lives in sphagnum moss, and it is living in a baggie right now to create a greenhouse effect with a hole at the top. This is my pathos, and it is my Cebu blue. I wanted a Cebu blue for a while now, so I'm really excited to have that one. This is my Scindapsus pictus, and this is my Silvery Ann. That one here we already talked about is the Prince of Orange, the Enjoy Pathos, the Scindapsus exotica, and the Scindapsus tribuli Moonlight. So that is all that is on my plant shelf right now. Eventually I would like another plant shelf, but for now this makes me happy to take care of every morning, and it also serves, I tripped over a toy, also serves as a purpose for my children as well. Now y'all, if you are plant people, do not yell at me. This is my peace lily. My husband got this for me after I had our son. He either gets me flowers or a plant after I have a baby, but he got me a plant, and she's very droopy. However, these are very picky to not overwater or underwater, so whenever she starts to droop, which was just this morning, she was telling me she wants some water, but she's doing very, very well. She's putting out a flower here. Like I said, her leaves are droopy right now, but I'm always checking the back of her leaves just to make sure there's no spider mites or pests that we don't want on there, but her leaves look very good. So I'm just gonna take my mixture here and I'm gonna pull her forward to an open spot, and then I'm going to water her as well. She's got a good open spot here in the back where I can just go ahead and water her, and I do just basic water her, like, you know, on the top. So in just a few minutes she will perk back up, and I will show you a clip of her doing well here in a few minutes. But that's all I do for her, and she just lives on my fireplace in this corner because that is what she likes. Okay, so I promised I would show you guys after she got watered. It's about 20 minutes later. She's perked up a lot. The back few leaves like stand up straight, but these ones up front never have. That's just the way the plant was when my husband got it for me, but she's happy. She looks like this all the time, and she will probably stand up some more as time goes on, but I did want to show you that she's a lot less droopy than she was. If you look from afar, she looks a lot better. But you know, their leaves are heavy, so they droop quite a bit all the time. But yeah, just wanted to show you that after watering her, she perks right back up. I promise I didn't kill her. Okay, so you guys can see I have a bromeliad there and I have an aloe there. Those two do not need to be watered, but my heartleaf philodendron does. That wandering Jew or Tradescantia zebrina is actually what I like to go by does. And then those two do. But I'm going to bring those two down to the table and we're going to wipe off their leaves and we are going to water them. And then if you look over here, we have my beautiful queen, Marble Queen. She needs to be watered as well. I'm just gonna get my trusty chair again and then hop up here. I'm gonna twist her a little till we have an open spot. And then the same thing with her. I'm just going to water her from the top. And she is beautiful. I will show you guys a close-up of her in just a little bit. But she is definitely one of my favorites. And I had a scare with her not too long ago. And I'll tell you what that is when I show you guys her more up close. Okay, so this one here is another neon pathos. People say pothos, pathos. I think it's just, you know, it's like potato, tomato, tomato. So this is my neon pathos. I'm actually gonna grab some scissors and I'm gonna cut some of her leaves because she does have some browning tips. So I am going to cut some of those, water her, and then wipe her off. Okay, so I got my trusty scissors here, and if I can show you guys, you can see she's got a browning leaf here. So all I'm going to do is, my scissors are sanitized, so I'm just gonna hold that browning part and I'm literally only going to cut off the part that has browned, like that. You don't want to cut off most of the leaf because the leaf is doing okay. So you want that leaf to live, and then it looks like there's another one here with some browning, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that as well. Just the brown crispy parts. The rest of the leaf can stay because, like I said, they're fine. But usually I bottom water this gal. Today I am going to top water her and let it go through because you can see my sticky trap has some fungus gnats on there. And you guys, this is normal. I have 30 houseplants. This is going to happen. And I actually don't notice them flying around my house. It's only around this plant, and this has caught so many of them. It's crazy. I'm going to be repotting her soon, not in today's video, maybe in another one. But she's still technically in her nursery pot. So I'm just gonna top water her. This has a lot more of the tea of mosquito bits that I made with water in it. So it's going to kill all the larvae that's in there, so that way new adult flies do not come out. So I'm just gonna move her leaves and then water inside of there. Pathos do like to dry out in between waterings. They're not a plant that wants to be watered 24/7, so I'm just gonna let that water soak through for her. Move these crunchy leaves in my scissors, and then my beautiful and lovely and huge, and I adore her, Philodendron Brasil. She is so pretty. It has these lovely like lime green, neon green markings on it. She's putting out so many new leaves. It's crazy. Like, there's new ones here, 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 everywhere. This one is a very, very fast grower, and I'm gonna give you guys an up close of her as well. I'm actually gonna take her out, and then I'm just gonna pour a bunch of water in the bottom of her pan, and I'm gonna let her soak that up because She does very well being bottom watered, but look at all of that beauty, you guys. Oh, she's so beautiful. I'm gonna give you another up close of her in just a moment, but it's very important to, if you have houseplants, to clean their leaves off quite often. It helps with them to allow the proper light to come in. It helps with pests that might stick to them. So I'm going to explain what I do and then I'm going to speed it up because this video is already getting so long. But basically what I do is I take this glass bottle I have. It is water, alcohol, and a dab of dish soap. I just spray it onto a paper towel and I wipe down all of the leaves on the plant. So I'm going to speed that up just so that way you guys don't have to watch me do that on every leaf. And I'm only going to do it on the neon pathos because I just did it on the philodendron not too long ago. Okay, so you guys can see this one hangs by my laundry room. I watered her, I filled it up to there, but she's sucking down the water quite quickly, and this is my heartleaf philodendron. Down here I have my aloe, my bromeliad, so that's her, and then she gets a lot of light from this door. But if we pan over to here, we have my beautiful, beautiful Miss Marble Queen. She is gorgeous and stunning. She's got a few wonky leaves, but that's okay, because we're all unique in our own way. She's got some gorgeous leaves there. She's got a new gorgeous leaf she put out there. So stunning, so beautiful. And I promised you guys I would give you an up close of the big neon pathos. She lives up here. No name, but grow lights up here as well. She's got some beautiful variegation on her leaves. And then if you pan over to here, Miss Beautiful Philodendron Brasil. So gorgeous. Look at those colors on those leaves, you guys. So stunning and so pretty, and she's got a beautiful new leaf coming out there. I also mentioned I have to water my Tradescantia. Here I do have 2 plants in my bedroom as well. Those have already been watered. So what I do for her is I usually just find an open spot somewhere, like back here you can see, and then I water her there. But I'm just gonna do that off camera because it's gonna be easier. But you guys know I'm going to water her. So pretty. I love these plants, you guys. Like, look at how stunning these leaves are. And these ones are in my kitchen window. They're probably going to be hard to see because of the light coming through. But the beautiful snake plant, she has a new baby right there. She's so cute. New baby. This one is, ooh, my polka dot plant, and then another Tradescantia Zarina. And in most of my videos you guys see her as well. This is my Aglaonema, or it's also called a Chinese evergreen. It's the red Aglaonema, if I'm even saying that right. But she has a lot of new growth as well. This is new, this is new, this one, that one, and then you can see new baby there. And I know there's a new baby in here somewhere. I think it's over by this one, yes, right here. It's another new little baby. So she's happy and living in her environment. She just lives here on my island, and then she gets bottom watered as well all the time, because actually when I got her she had fungus gnats so bad bringing her home from the store, but I took off all the soil, rinsed off the roots, and then repotted her, and she's been happy ever since. So different outfit change, but I had some pathos propagating that I needed to pot up, so I was just doing that for you guys here and then showing you the after. I actually sold these plants, but I just needed to get them pot up, so there was that motivation for you. You guys, I just wanted to jump back on here and say thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the care tips I had and seeing the plants that I have. If you have any questions about any plants, please leave them in the comments down below. If you're coming over here from Tamara's channel, hello and welcome. I hope that you'll stick around for some cleaning content, cooking, lifestyle, or planty videos. And if you guys like these planty videos, please give it a big thumbs up because it makes sure that I know that you want to see more of that content. But yes, until next time, I will see you all later. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.